You are listening to Just Roll With It. Jonathan is your lore master. Christine plays the channeler Amena Valare. Neil plays the Ogier Quercus, son of Ilex. Aradia plays the channeler Pimur Dothorin Akel. And Fate plays the Child of the Light, Lance Akashi.
Last episode, you guys arrived at the way station. You had a quick brief before you decided to take off into the woods, and you did some searching around because apparently there were Trollocs in the woods. You searched around, you found what appeared to be a Trolloc. You got in a fight with said Trolloc. Lance got knocked unconscious. You found out it wasn't actually a Trolloc, it was just some super scary guy with Chosen of the Shadow branded into his forehead. And you managed to defeat him, and you ran back to the way station. First you went to go to the beacon. And you did go to the beacon, and you lit the beacon, the sort of Gondor calls for aid emergency beacon. And then you went back to the way station, but found that it had been taken by whoever you were fighting and destroyed. So you grabbed your horse and cart, and you hopped in the horse and cart, and you started to take off back down south towards Dal Sherandu. And as you were leaving, you heard two voices arguing somewhere in the forest, and then a gunshot, and nothing further. And I think that's exactly where we left off.
With the doggos.
There was the small part where we chopped some dogs to meet again.
I forgot about the dogs. The dogs came out of the forest, and you handled them quite easily.
Well.
Yeah, and then we heard voices and a gunshot, and we're skedaddling.
Yes. And that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been occurring to me today that we kind of look like some serious dark friends. We go to the way station and the whole thing goes up in smoke. Maybe we should try to, do something useful before we go back and show our faces to
Everywhere we go, people always die.
Yeah, it's not a great look.
That's true, but they're also trying to kill us. So if they die, it's really their fault.
Right, and the people...
But if it's...
The people who have observed us killed said people, so I think we're...
The way station is up in smoke, and we didn't even look for survivors. What's to say that we didn't set the thing on fire?
Child of the Light.
You could be a spy or something.
You could be under compulsion.
Yeah, the only people I've been around that could compulse me are you two.
We are not nearly that powerful yet.
I mean, we don't know how to do it, but I'm just saying.
Also,
we can't even make a gateway yet, but if we could.
If there was this argument as well, who is going to be proposing the other side of it? There is no one there who would make that argument. They're dead.
I mean, we think they're all dead. We didn't even look for bodies.
Well, if they didn't come out, then it's unlikely they're well enough to journey 4 days through the forest and report on us.
So win the argument by default, because the other side's all dead.
And I'm following Child of the Light command. That's on fire. I think and assume I'm the only survivor. I get the message out. Like we're going, unless we're not going. And I look at everybody.
No, we're going.
We could investigate these voices.
I mean, all right. I guess we could. I'm tired. I missed my bed.
I'm gonna climb back in the cart and take a nap while they do all that jazz with the puppers.
Are the voices coming down the road towards us?
After the gunshot, it went silent of the voices, and you don't hear anything else. But as you were going south on the road, they were off to your right.
I mean, should we just fucking roll the dice and go see what's going on over there? We're not doing anything else except running away.
Yeah, that's my inclination. I'm not digging this running away situation. Yeah. So, can we maybe I don't know, pull the cart over somewhere and go wander through the woods and get into trouble?
Oh, we can get into trouble. I have full faith in our ability to get in trouble. I don't think
so. Is Grandma's house on the other way too, over the river and through the woods?
Over the river and through the woods. There is more than enough space for you to pull the wagon over if that's what you would like to do.
Yeah, I want to go sneaking off through the woods and try to
Okay.
spy on these voices.
All right.
Right. Well, I will stay with the cart and watch Lance, who is both almost passed out through tiredness and looking extremely worse for wear.
Blood lossy.
Thank you.
We trust you to look out for him if anyone can.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
you.
going with you, Pimer, just in case. You need help
Sweet.
or, charm to aid you.
Okay, so I want to roll my Arcana check to embrace the source before taking off. into the
Oh,
woods.
me too. Good idea.
14. So
Make it.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet, awesome. So, aware.
You
ready
have a
to-
target. You're going off into the woods. And again, into the woods. But you're going.
Yeah, that's how it
goes. Oh.
A 6?
No. So
Hold on a second. We need to have a talk about this Arcana stuff. Because I feel like, shouldn't there be a way for us to just automatically be able to embrace the source at level 3?
As you level up, it becomes easier and easier. Because you get your proficiency bonus, and I think, once you get a +3 proficiency bonus, you only have to roll a 5 or higher to embrace the source, which is 75% of the time.
Okay.
And then it still gets progressively easier.
Okay, that's cool then. All right.
And then I would think that you could just take an extra minute to just try again because we're not in combat, right?
That's true. Can I do that? Is that an option?
That's a lore master call, and I'll put it in my notes either way.
This is me. I'm sending compulsion at you.
Kind of like ritual casting. If they spend the time,
Yeah, I
do
mean,
they
I don't,
get it?
Ritual casting takes 10 minutes. I don't think it needs to take 10 minutes. I would say maybe 5. But I would say if you wanted to take the time to essentially meditate and do the whole opening flower routine in your head, then that would be the essential of essentially a ritual casting, and we can say it just happens.
Yeah, because that makes more sense with canon. It's not a one and done attempt. It takes how long it takes, and then you eventually get it, unless you're a baby novice.
Right, exactly. So so we'll say Pimer gets it right away and is able to hold it. Amena tries and doesn't, so she's okay, calm down a little bit, and you're able to center yourself or whatever particular mantra you want to use, and then you can just go ahead and.
All right. I do need to calm
say
down.
that, yes, you have embraced the source.
I'm very frustrated right now with our whole thing.
And so then we go sneaking, very, very sneakily, off into the woods.
Okay, so I will need stealth checks from both of you.
Natural one.
Dude.
I have the power, but not the stealth.
7.
So I imagine with Pimer, with your natural 1, I imagine you embrace the source, and it takes Amena a second. So you're kind of looking behind you yeah, I got it. And then you turn around and you get a branch to the face.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Ow!
Aw, you poor thing.
Okay, so so you're both not very stealthy, essentially.
Yeah. We're shaken up. We've been through a lot in the last
You
day.
are not incorrect. So if you look...
I am definitely
If you look
correct.
at the roll 20, you should see your map and kind of describe to me how you would like to be moving through the forest.
Slowly enough to really be able to hear if we're getting closer to them, kind of stop, listen, go.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Ideally not somersaulting between trees like a complete idiot.
Like a Kronk from Emperor's New Groove, and you're do.
Right.
Do.
Hey, you leave Ryder out of this.
It all makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so after a few seconds, why don't you both go ahead and give me perception checks?
13.
15. You get a bonus for holding the power because it makes you more perceptive.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. She said that, and I just looked over at my notes man.
So,
This is what I'm here
so
for.
for right now, we'll say go ahead and roll with advantage, and then we'll work on the actual number crunching later.
I think just keep it as advantage.
Okay, sure.
If you're embraced, it's with advantage, yeah.
So, natural 20.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
why we ask for the second roll.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm putting this in my notes too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, So after the gunshot, the local wildlife had gone silent. But Pimur especially is able to hear that it seems to be coming back. You can hear the birds again. You can kind of hear the local, like the small squirrels and rabbits or whatever scurrying around. But you don't hear anything that sounds out of place.
Okay. I want to keep going farther into the woods.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try to embrace the source again now that I'm a little more calm.
I thought you had it.
No, yeah, we gave it to you. Oh, it must have been when you weren't. Your mic may have been screwing up. So what we said is in classic D&D 5e, there's something called ritual casting. If you don't want to use a spell slot, you can cast certain spells as a ritual, but it takes 10 minutes to do it. So if you're trying to do it in combat, that's dumb because no combat's going to last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what we're going to say is if you try and embrace the source, but you fail, you can take 5 minutes, essentially, and you'll automatically embrace the source, but it just takes that 5 minutes. So...
Oh!
Yeah, we figure you
write that down
basically
too.
try and it doesn't work, so you sit, you calm yourself, you do the whole flower thing in your head, and then it works. It just takes you those few extra minutes.
Oh, so I should have rolled again with advantage then.
No, we're just we're just going to give it to you, and that's we're just going to say from now on that if you want to essentially embrace the source as a ritual or as a meditation, we'll come up with a different term for it. But
I think she meant on the perception
yes. Yeah,
check.
that's what I meant.
Sorry.
I mean, if you want to beat my natural 20.
I was mansplaining. Sorry.
No, you weren't actually, but you just didn't understand what I said.
Is the advantage on checks just on things that require sensory input consistent with having sharper senses, or is it on everything?
It would be on perception checks only.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it would just be perception because perception as a general skill sort of encompasses sight, hearing, smelling. Like it's sort of what all of your senses combined are telling you. It's not just sight based.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you progress further into the forest, and you're still not hearing or seeing anything out of the ordinary. Your guess is you're probably 40 feet or so through the trees from where you heard the argument coming from.
What do you think, Amena? Keep going? I want to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, let's maybe go just a little bit further, and if we still don't hear or see anything, maybe just stand still for a minute.
So we're going to keep on maybe half the distance again. So we're like 20 feet from that spot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some more stealth?
No, I'm just going to continue.
No, okay.
You're still doing your stealth action. So
Okay, cool.
I will move you on the roll 20 to about here. And if you're stopping and percepting again, I would like more perception checks.
Okay. With advantage because we're holding the sword.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spellcasters are going to be so OP.
Well, they are in this
that's
series.
fair.
So
Yeah, that fits.
it fits canon. 12.
It does. 18.
All right. So, Pimur, maybe there's a bird's nest right above your head. You're hearing it, but it's like, it's the only sensory input you're getting. Amena, probably 20, 25 feet away from you, you can hear what sounds like, and I'm not going to imitate it into the microphone. You hear what sounds like deep, ragged breathing. Like it goes deep for a couple of breaths, and then shallow, and then deep, and maybe you hear a groan of pain.
Oh. I'd like to do an investigation check, if I may.
Okay.
Can I roll that also with advantage?
I don't.
Investigation to me, and the way I've always read it, is hand-on-hand searching, not necessarily. It's more tactile.
And it's intelligence based rather than wisdom based. So more intellect, less power.
Yeah, that's the way I'm seeing it. Because, Julian would be really, really good at the investigation, but not necessarily the perception.
Oh, I see. All right, so not with advantage then.
No.
Okay.
And feel free to disagree with me on some of this stuff because I want to make sure I'm staying canon and things that actually make sense for D&D.
No, they do.
All right, well, that was a natural 1 for 7.
So you hear something, you're just not sure what it sounds like. It's definitely out of the ordinary, but you're not able to glean any more information. There is something over there that is making this noise, but beyond that, you don't know.
Okay. Hey, Pimur.
What?
So, I don't know if you heard this, but I kind of thought that I heard the sound of someone breathing, almost as if they were in pain, though. Do you see anybody?
So I'm going to stand on my tippy toes and use my extreme height to justify making my own investigation check.
Go ahead.
And I'm get a 16.
Okay. So you're looking, and there's a lot of brush, but you do start to hear the same thing. Now that Amena has pointed it out, you start to hear the same thing, and it sounds like somebody, probably human, in very intense pain.
I want to try to get closer and see them.
Me too.
Okay.
Because if someone sounds like they're in that much pain, they're probably not about to attack us, and we can handle them.
And they might talk.
Exactly.
If they know something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So are you doing it stealthily?
Yeah. Continue being stealthy.
Sure,
So
why
let's go
not?
ahead and roll another stealth check now that you've started again.
Okay.
7.
17.
Okay, so Amena is much more feeling at home.
Like
and
floating.
Pimur is maybe getting evergreen branches out of your face or whatever.
Yeah. Now the height is annoying.
Feel
Yeah.
ya on that. Okay.
Amen.
As you approach, you see somebody, probably 6 foot, scruffy beard, receding hairline, large mustache, dressed in leather armor that's been damaged and dirty. He's lying on the ground with his head propped up by a tree, and both of you can immediately see that there is a large red stain on his torso, on his right side, right about where the joint of the arm and the chest is.
Ooh. Okay, and he's not wearing the same kind of armor as the culty people.
No, it's just standard leather armor. And
Okay.
he's very
And
very pale, and like his eyes are closed, and he's just like he's trying to adjust himself, and then he kind of staggers a bit and shudders and looks to be in tremendous amounts of pain.
Okay. I'm going to look at Amena and be like, we're helping him, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if we should move him. He might be in shock, actually, because he's really, really pale and he looks a little bit sweaty to me.
All right, well,
So,
we just go see what we can do for him.
yeah, let's at least go over there and talk to him and let him know that help is here if he would like it.
Yeah, so we approach, and I guess I'm going to kneel down and like maybe try to put my hands on his shoulder and wake him up. Say hello.
Hello!
Hey, what's up?
Welcome!
So he doesn't react as you walk up, and you kind of put your hand on his shoulder or whatever and just give him a gentle shake, and he kind of and he looks like he's trying to focus his eyes for a second, and then he just kind of drops his head back and he's like, who is it?
Doesn't matter now. We're here to help if you would accept some help.
You can try, but I don't know how much longer this is gonna be a problem for me.
Yeah, you got yourself in a right pickle here, sir. What's your name?
Lyle.
Lyle.
Lyle Crocodile?
Cool. Well, I want to do a medicine check on you, Lyle, with your consent.
So all I'm just gonna do right now is just a medicine check. So just sit still. I'm gonna roll out D20 for you.
Just hold
I'm
on.
gonna get a 7. Looks like you're fucked.
Oh no.
I mean, it looks like a nasty musket wound, right?
It's what you see. Even with a 7, I'll give you. You definitely see an entrance wound. You're not sure you see an exit wound.
Oh, Amena, this is bad.
It doesn't look good. Hey Lyle, who did this to you?
His name's Roarin. Used to be
Roarin?
one of the lads in the band.
What band?
And his eyes kind of open, and he's trying to focus on you now, but he's still like he's seeing blurry, or he's seeing whatever. And the group of guys I was with.
All right, and I'm just going to reach down and I'm going to put my hand very gently on his face. And I'm going to say, Lyle, it's okay, I'm a friend. You can tell me everything.
Rolling out the chop.
Fair enough.
Yes, I am.
Roll me. It's not deception. It's just give me a general charisma
Persuasion?
check. Persuasion will work just fine.
Performance.
Whoops, I clicked it twice by mistake.
Oh,
14.
14 both times. That's
Yeah.
statistically improbable. All right. And, okay. So he's like, there's not much to tell. I'm gonna die. And I don't even have my loot. That's depressing.
That is depressing, but
You're a loot player?
Why don't you both roll me investigation checks?
Ooh.
okay.
22.
Well played.
Oh, darn it. That one's not the one with advantage.
Nope.
Darn. Okay.
Holy
25.
shit.
The charm offensive worked.
So you're looking at him, and he's bloody and pale and sweaty, but you recognize this guy from the mine. This was the loot player that was part of the group that Andre came in and rescued you from.
Do a lot of mining, Lyle?
And he kind of like, and he turns and spits, and there a gob of blood kind of goes out. He's like, we weren't mining,
What were you doing in there?
just gathering the gold. Killed the miners.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a lot less work.
Right? Boss said that's what we had to do. Oof.
Who was your boss, by the way?
Is there anything we can do to make you more comfortable?
Got any drink? Could use a drink.
I feel like Pimur would carry a drink if that was something he could get away with. I don't know. I have a boot flask.
Sure, you want to give him your boot flask?
Fuck yeah. Pull my little boot flask, hand it over. Yeah, who's your boss?
And he takes a big old swig. He's like, "Ooh, that is rot gut, but
I'm a student. We got tight budgets.
don't diss the Stolichnaya. That's as much as I can afford right now." I know it's not Grey Goose, but leave it alone. Well, I don't know who the boss is now. Andre's dead.
What?
Andre's dead?
Yeah, they killed him.
Who?
A tall chap. Calls himself Saidar Kar.
Uh-huh. Yeah, was he with a bunch of people that had interesting fashion sense?
That's one way of putting it. Why don't, now I need a history check from both of you, please.
Okay. So glad we went off into the woods.
Yep. 14.
21.
Okay, well, you both apparently paid attention to the Old Tongue in school. Saidar Kar translates from the Old Tongue as Shadow Chief, Chief of Shadows, Chief of the Shadow, Chief of Darkness. One of those multiple.
The Old Tongue translation is hard.
Right.
Yeah, they seemed like a pretty aggressive bunch. So they killed Andre? When? When did this happen?
A week ago? Week and a half ago? I don't even know what day it is. Can I get another pull on the flask?
Yeah, of course. Here you go.
And he drains the whole thing. He's like, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. No worries. Anything I can do to help a friend out.
Well, you want to know a secret?
Yes, always.
It's not even the big guy you got to be watching out for.
Really?
Oh, who do we have to watch out for?
He's got a lackey. Super creepy. Really tall. Wears nothing but black. Always has his hood up. big black cloak, carries around a stupid, scary-looking sword. Doesn't talk much.
Oh. When he looks at you, how do you feel?
Well, I mean, he scares the bloody crows out of me.
And same for Saidar Kar?
I mean, he doesn't wear a cloak. He's just scary, creepy all by himself.
Yeah, but does Saidar Kar get scared of this guy?
No, he tells him what to do, and he does it.
Okay. Oh, God, we got problems. I mean, oh, light, we got problems.
It's just, he just wears all black, except for his neck. It's creepy.
Except for his neck? What's on his neck?
It's a sword. It's weird. I don't get it.
Is a sword
like a
on his
pin?
neck?
Like a decoration?
It's like I don't know. It's like, yeah, and he kind of holds up his fingers like, an inch apart. He's like, it's about that big, and it just goes on his shoulder, on his neck.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. And where did you guys run into them, and did Andre get killed? Where was that?
Oh, no. You don't understand. We were at the mine because they told us to go there. We were working for them.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
He needed money or something. I know I insulted it, but this was some pretty good stuff.
You insulted who?
The piss poor alcohol, but I'm feeling it now.
Oh, boy. This is not good. Is there any chance that we could get him into the wagon and drag him back to Dal Sherandu, or would that just be, like, totally killing him more cruelly than necessary?
Probably going to kill him, just based off the medicine check you made earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuck. Shit. So we've got tall dude with a... What's the tall dude with the pin's name? Does he have a name?
I know what we were supposed to call him.
Okay, tell me that.
He calls himself the High and Mighty Saidin.
Saidin.
That's going to be another history check.
Uh-huh, because old tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Saidin, I know that word.
Right.
I mean, that's...
So it's just recalling...
A natural one? Does that help me remember what nigh means?
It does not.
Okay, something to do with Saidin. That's shitty.
Amena, you can roll it too if you want,
Okay.
since you're overhearing this conversation.
I mean, I'm standing right
Yes,
there,
no,
so
you absolutely can roll it.
8.
Okay, you actually remember this one. Nai is blade or knife,
So knife of Saidin.
something like that. Blade of the power blade.
That doesn't sound too cuddly.
No, it does not.
I don't think that's somebody that I want to hang out with.
Lyle, is there anyone else out here with you?
You mean except the bastard that shot me?
That would be a great place to start, actually. Who did shoot you?
One of the flunkies. I don't even know. We were.
Didn't you say it was Roran?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. We were.
Yeah, your
we
friend.
were out looking, and I didn't want to look anymore. So, yeah.
What were you looking for?
You're not gonna believe this,
Try me.
but the way station over.
Yeah, that way.
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
There were, and he kind of leans in. He tries to lean in as close as he can. There were people in it that got away.
It got away.
Yeah,
Got from who?
from us.
You guys were attacking them?
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me. But they got away.
Okay. Where would Ronan be going now?
He's going to get to get with the rest of them. They still have a job to do.
Would you like us to return the favor to Ronan? Maybe tell us where that is?
Sure. Why not? I don't care. I'm dying. This is fun.
Yeah.
But
You can cause some chaos.
you might want to hurry if you want to catch up with him.
Okay. Where are they going?
I know where they're going.
Where are they going?
They're going to Dal Sherandu.
Oh, why are they going to Dal
They're going to
Sherandu?
burn it to the ground.
Why would they do something like that?
Because there's people there. And when you have people that don't work for you, that you want them to work for you, you smash the place up.
So this is like a recruiting tactic.
It's not a great one.
I agree. It's probably not a great one.
Is that how you got recruited, Lyle?
I got told that we were going to work for somebody and we were going to get paid.
I mean, that's a good reason to do something, because you're getting paid. Yeah.
But then I didn't get paid.
Oh, how long did you not get paid for?
I don't know. Long time. It's been a long time.
But they were making money and not paying you.
Well, yeah, everything we made, we had to give back to them.
That doesn't seem very fair.
Oh, and there's so many of them. It's just like, we're never going to get paid.
About how many?
How many what?
How many people are in the organization above you? How many there are you?
I don't know. Lots.
Hundreds?
Hundreds.
Thousands?
I don't know. Hundreds at least.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, numbers aren't my strong suit either. Looking at Amena, what the fuck do we do?
I mean, we could just kill him, put him out of his misery, and then just head on up to Dal Sherandu.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but
I mean, just saying.
we do. I kind of feel a little bit like we should maybe go to Dal Sherandu if there's a attack force headed that way. Lyle, were they going to attack tonight?
Oh, no. They're a ways. I mean, they're running really fast, so they'll probably be there in, some days.
Okay.
I mean, let's just grab him by the arms, or maybe not, that would hurt. Let's grab him by the feet and drag him back to the cart.
Yeah, I'm inclined to take our chances with him dying en route rather than mercy killing or leaving him here to die in the woods, because that just seems weird.
Or to fall in someone else's hands, because if his friends double back, then he could be like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
I met these people.
All right, so, Lyle, we're going to move you.
Oh, this isn't going to be fun.
This won't hurt very much.
So we can use air. That'll be a lot better than just the 4 points of contact. We can actually, stretcher out of air, carry him.
Can I? Can we do that?
Well, we have the power.
Can we use air that way?
I mean, I've got Mage Hand.
Mage Hand, I will say for this instance, Mage Hand will
And collaboratively?
work. Yes.
Like the two of us
Yes.
can Mage Hand him to the
Yes.
wagon.
I don't have mage hand.
Oh, well, I'll teach it to you because it's a cantrip. Poof! There.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
how you do
Poof.
Mage Hand.
Now I know how to do it. That was
If only
easy.
it was that easy, but sure, we'll say yes. For essentially Mage Hand, but you're just weaving air to his shoulders and
Yeah, just kind of thread it under him and lift him up and hoverboard him over to the wagon and lay him gently next to
We'll
Lance.
mage hand him back to the cart.
Yeah, and then we'll lay him next to Lance and tell Lance to keep an eye on him.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
you managed to lift him
good.
up, but he does pass out pretty immediately. But you don't have any problem bringing him back to the cart. So Lance and Quercus, the two of them disappeared into the forest probably 15, 20 minutes ago. And now you see them coming back out with an unconscious bloody man floating behind them, sort of half marionetted.
Hey, Lance, scoot over.
Please.
Okay.
Do we need extra trouble right now?
I mean, we've got plenty of trouble already, thanks to this guy.
We do, but guess what we found out by getting ourselves into some extra trouble?
Yeah, this guy told us a lot.
You found out the direction from that those dogs came in because you went tracking the dog footprints, so you were scouting to check if there was anything that was coming to attack us?
Kind of, but mostly we found the source of that gunshot noise that we heard.
Oh.
It was our friend Lyle getting shot, and he told us that not only has Andre been killed, but that he was part of a much larger operation than what we saw in the mine, and they're actually headed back to Dal Sherandu to burn the place down and force everyone to work for them.
Oh.
Yes.
I know, you're stunned. We were too.
It's a bit to take in.
Yeah.
Yes, rather baffled by their recruitment tactics.
Right. Yes, it seems a bit heavy-handed.
And also likely to lose potential staff in the process. Are these people also linked with the cultists that we found north of the outpost?
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
What role does Lyle's group play in their operation?
They apparently killed the miners in that mine so that they could take the gold ore without mining it themselves. They were just making money for whatever this larger organization is. He didn't know a whole lot, but apparently all the money was going higher up the chain to some very scary people with some very ominous names in the old tongue.
Yeah.
Does he provide a reason why they were dressed up in Trolloc suits? Is that just a frightening tactic?
We didn't get to that, actually.
No. We thought it was time to either kill him or get back on the road.
Why did they burn down the outpost?
It seems to be a theme with them. Not completely sure why, but it's kind of their style. I would assume to weaken the defensive perimeter around a place like Dal Sherandu. But we didn't actually manage to get that out of him. I don't think he would have known, honestly. He seemed pretty clueless about the larger plan.
He's also a little, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and I might have given him an entire boot flask full of really strong, really bad whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, we should have poured that on his wound.
Yeah, I think we got more out of him by pouring it down his gullet, though.
I guess.
You notice he got a lot friendlier with the details.
It was a combination of my, feminine wiles and your flask.
Yeah, it was the bro move,
The bro move.
Because that's how that works.
Is that how that works?
No, it's
not being a bro myself. I don't know.
I'm but a humble country bro.
I'm just going to look at Lance and sort of say, so in order to get these two to bond, we just need to go and rescue an outpost that turns out to be in flames because a group of cultists has attacked it, then get almost murdered by some dogs, and that's about it. Then they're friends. Perfect.
The wheel weaves. The wheel weaves. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to kind of look up at Quercus and just have that, what are you talking about? Look over and see the body with the gunshot wound and be like, man, Pimur, you got a really good shot. I didn't even hear it.
I didn't shoot him.
And then I'm going to pass back out.
Oh, and he's gone. Oh, okay. Well, shall we progress down the road because this stop turned out to be exciting?
Yeah, I think we should get a move on.
How far from the outpost are we?
So from the outpost, you're only a couple of hours. And so it'll take you the better part of 5 or 6 days to get back to Dal Sherandu.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Can this man really survive what we have ahead of us? Could either of you two heal him?
Probably not. No. But it just seemed wrong to leave him in the woods.
Hey, maybe we should stop at Masana's on our way back and get some more muffins, and then also see if maybe they could heal this guy and get some more information out of him.
I'm honestly, well, I feel like we might not be given the warmest reception. I also think we might have a hard time finding them. If we could find the Tinkers, they might be able to patch him up. They probably have actual medicine.
Oh, no. We are not going back there.
Okay. I take it back.
That place is scary.
I mean, I agree, but
I'm just saying, if you were an attractive young woman, you would feel the same way. But you're a man.
No comment.
As an Ogier, I'm not particularly keen on the idea of just disregarding life, but at the same time, I don't possibly see how this human can either make it or be of any use. In fact, I believe he would slow us down.
Agreed. So, you want to just leave him here? What are you saying, Ogier?
I think we should give him some strong sedatives.
I already did.
Extremely strong sedatives.
This is the strongest shit I have.
Out of kindness.
Do you have
to
anything?
Him. No, but we have some pillows. They are a fairly strong sedative when lent on.
Damn.
Oh, you
Damn,
did not.
Wow.
That is cold.
I think you...
So, I did not anticipate Quercus being the murder hobo first.
I'm not suggesting murdering him. I'm suggesting ending his suffering. I think you did well to obtain the information, but we can't prolong his life enough to get him back to someone who can care for him.
So it's like euthanasia, basically, is what you're
That's
recommending.
what I'm suggesting.
It's a really good thing we don't have a yellow with us.
Once the alcohol wears off, I don't think it is in his interests to be riding another 5 days with us in a cart if none of us can heal him.
Could we go, I guess going back to the outpost and seeing if they have like an unburned bed in it to put him up in would be stupid. What time of day is it?
I don't remember specifically what time we ended on, but in my head, it's sort of evening-ish. Like it's gonna start getting dark here pretty rapidly.
Maybe we should make camp here-ish, and maybe he'll just die in the night. And make us not have to make really complicated choices. So I don't know.
This got really dark.
I like shooting stuff, but I don't know about euthanasia, guys.
Yeah, you're fine with like setting someone's trailer on fire and just like, letting nature take its course, but using a soft pillow to end their life, no.
I'm into letting nature
over
take
the
its
line.
course.
All right.
I mean, and Lance needs to like sleep to become more of an asset. I mean,
So we're doing it for Lance.
At least 4 hours I need to sleep.
yeah, I mean, there's still that mysterious red light we never figured out. There's cultists running around setting everything on fire in the woods. There's a force moving towards Dal Sherandu ahead of us.
All right, I have an idea, and I'm gonna like climb into the cart, and I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna poke like into the bullet wound and wake this guy back up again.
Okay, so yeah.
Hi, it's me. I just have a question, and then you can go back to sleep. So that really weird red light that we've been seeing, what is it?
And his eyes are bugging out. He's like, oof, oof. And he's all in pain and he's flustered. And he just, Saidine, oh, bloody hell.
Do you want me to do it again?
No, I'm good.
Out with it.
Scary guy, dressed in black, waves his hand, ball of red light, shoots it up in the sky. Everyone knows where to go, what to do. I don't fucking understand it. I don't bloody understand it. It's just what he does.
Does he always do it from the same place?
No, it's wherever he's at.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you can go back to sleep now. Thank you.
And he kind of just,
See, we just needed to ask, Pimur.
Okay. Good point. Asking questions is good.
I mean, it worked, right?
Yeah, someone else
Yeah.
shot first and we asked questions later. It worked great.
That's right. And then I like take my finger and Lance is sleeping and I have like blood on my hand, so I just kind of like wipe off my hands on his cloak. He'll never know.
Are you kidding me right now?
I had blood on me.
Are you fucking kidding
What am
me?
I supposed did you leave it there? That's disgusting.
Oh, I don't know. How about the blankets that we're sleeping on, or the pillow, or his clothes? Why my cloak?
It was just there. I'm sorry.
She definitely didn't draw.
I'm so glad I'm so glad I'm passed out for this.
She definitely did not draw any food.
Besides,
No, I would never. Come on now.
your cloak has been covered in blood and dirt and leaves and goodness knows what else. It's hardly pristine anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so the beacon means that an attack is going to happen. That signals an attack. Every night there's been an attack. There's been a beacon every night.
Right, and this guy just channels it up into the air.
So if we can spot where it is tonight, we'll have some idea of how far ahead they are and what direction they're going in. I mean, we know they're going towards Dal Sherandu, but
Where would they be attacking?
dude said they were attacking.
Where would they be attacking?
Oh, in between here and Dal Sherandu.
Where? He said
That's
to
a
instruct people
good
on what to
point.
do. He didn't say where to attack. There is nowhere between here and Dal Sherandu. They've burnt everywhere.
Fuck. Yeah.
I like your thinking, but maybe we could use it once we get back to Dal Sherandu.
All right, well, it's early evening, so are we going to go into the night with this traveling thing, or... Oh, right, we're still trying to decide how to kill Lyle. Right.
I believe we should find the nearest stream, see if we can clear his wound, and cauterize it with some fire. And if that does not work,
Fire?
then maybe we should consider silently pillowing him.
Well, you got me at fire. Let's do it.
Oh my god, I like that you turned pillow into a verb, by the way. That's great. What would Loyal say? I'm just curious.
He would say, to be a storyteller, use every weapon in your arsenal. If that includes making words up, then so long as they are constructive and consistent with the sentence, then it is completely acceptable.
Yeah, that's not what I was referring to. I was not talking about your use of language. I meant, what would Loyal say about you euthanizing someone with a pillow? Or at all?
That is a very good question. He would probably consider summoning the Great Stump to debate the various pros and cons of what I'm suggesting in the context of the fact that this person is clearly dying and we are 5 days from the nearest place that can heal him.
Yes.
I gave him a fair chance. I suggested we cleaned his wound and attempted to stop the blood flow. If we have any bandages, we could maybe wrap Lance's cloak around it. But apart from that, I see no other alternatives.
I'm not third age white cloak, you jerks.
No, but for the moment, you are also asleep.
Lance is gonna snap awake and just murder everybody.
Hey, that's not nice.
I'm suggesting a fairly
Why
good...
doesn't everybody go ahead and give me a perception check?
Lore Master, you are now silent again.
Oh, we can't hear
That
you.
would,
Jonathan.
that would explain.
Oh, we can make our story up as we choose.
I mean, I think you're being a little hasty myself,
Now can you
but,
hear me?
you know.
I am suggesting
Whatever.
that we try to heal him first. I'm not suggesting disposing of him without trying something first.
Okay, so
Okay.
we should
All right, that's
set
reasonable.
up a camp and see what we can do. And I mean, we can always just leave
Okay.
him in the woods with a granola bar or something. You know, we don't have to pillow him. We can just let nature take its
Absolutely.
course. It's fine.
Absolutely. Okay. There's a brook. There is a brook on the other side of the road. Let's camp down there for the evening and see if we can get some running water on his wound.
Yeah.
Can
I
you
like
hear me
that.
now?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And apparently what's happening is the Google Hangout is flipping between the microphones that it wants to use for me for some reason. So
Oh, that's weird.
So I was going to have everybody do a perception check, but as the story continued adequately without me. As you go to move him, you will notice that he has failed his last death saving throw and is indeed already dead.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm so glad I poked him in the bullet hole before he died.
Sentences you don't expect to hear.
Oh yeah, or say.
Okay, so I'm not super worried about like burying him, and Lance is passed out, so we can probably get away with just like, you know,
Rolling him off.
Yeah.
But let's search him first and see if he has anything good.
Good point. Good point.
Thanks.
Maybe he's got like a sketch of Chadley in his pocket or something.
Oh, Chadley. Oh, Chadley, you was so misunderstood. I was thinking maybe like gold or directions or a key to something or, you know.
I mean, that would be useful. I just don't want to disappoint John from England.
Yeah,
So go ahead and roll me an investigation check if you are searching him.
got it.
I got a 13.
I got a 10.
All right. So between the two of you, you find that he has 6 gold coins, 3 bullets randomly in a pocket, and a boot dagger.
Wow, we just lost your audio.
Oh,
in the
dude, we
middle
lost
of
you
it.
again.
I believe he
something.
was saying something about
6 gold coins.
yes, 1,000 silver coins, a sword that has
That's what I heard.
an edge that doesn't blunt, a few
Can you hear me now?
spells.
3 ingots of gold.
I love the fact that we lose Lore Master. Quercus tries to fill in for him, and he's cutting out so much that we're missing stuff
Okay,
as
can you
well.
hear me now?
It's gonna be a fun one to edit.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
6 gold coins, 3 bullets, and a belt knife.
We legit lost you as soon as you said 6
We don't
gold.
need what was in his pockets apparently because it's
Oh,
jank.
I'm just going to make shit up.
6
This is what he has in
bullets,
his
6
pockets.
gold,
Yeah.
3 bullets, and a belt knife.
6 gold coins,
Bullets.
3
100.
hunks of silver, 300 something.
A stale Cornish pasty.
Platinum pieces.
Oh yeah, 300 rubies. I'm going with rubies because I could weave those through my hair and look badass.
You don't want sapphires?
I love sapphires, but I'll take rubies.
I mean, chemically, they're like pretty much the same thing. So
I know, but it's like super matchy if I have like blue shoes,
Right.
blue dress, blue
The lore man will
precious
remember
stones.
this.
You're muted again.
I love it. The Lore Master will remember this.
I honestly
Mike
have no
cuts
idea
again.
what's going on. It's not having a fun time.
Well, we're at an hour of recording, and if we're having this much tech, should we just kill it? Because this is getting to be like every other sentence for our Lore Master.
Maybe we should.
So you guys,
Yeah.
let's just end it.
Like, I hate that we didn't really do much except for like storyline stuff, which is good, but it's just too difficult for, at least for me, to keep focus with us
That's
constantly
fair enough.
dropping you.
Can you hear me now?
Like now.
Okay, so let's
Yes.
have you guys camp
Yes.
for the night,
Yes.
and we'll figure
Yeah.
the rest of this out next week.
okay.
Okay.
Good. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry.
Thank you, Discord, for putting up
Oh,
with us.
stop recording.
And yeah, let's stop recording. And yeah, that'll be a very Pimur and Amena focused.
And that is where we close the book for now. Come join us next time on Just Roll With It.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you enjoying Just Roll With It? Do you want to keep up with all of the shenanigans and updates and maybe interact with us online? Follow us on Twitter at just_roll or Instagram at Just Roll With It Podcast with underscores between each word. Are you interested in maybe earning cool gaming dice or other awesome perks? Our Patreon is patreon.com/JRWI. We use Sirenscape for all of our sound effects and are a production of Fox and Raven Media.